Stories are like a song, a simple tune struck by those who play their parts. Elders, they provide the bass line, a chord that is rung out since their birth. Most people are a melody, sweet, vital. Now some, a rare few, provide the dissonant chords that resolve to the satisfying harmonies. These are the tones that end one story and start the next. History, though, the story of the world? Well, that, my friends, is a symphony. And at the end of the day, there's a question you gotta ask yourself. Who or what is the maestro? Hello, and welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I am, as always, well, as usual, your GM. Today we rejoin our heroes after about 6 months of downtime to see what they've been up to. It does take us a little while to get back into the swing of things. It's been a little while since we've been able to sit down and chat at all, and there are some things that we absolutely needed to talk about. But with that in mind, we talk about some mechanical stuff that'll impact the game down the road. That starts at 5 minutes and 47 seconds. And then we actually jump into the episode at 15 minutes 36 seconds, if that's more your vibe. But with all that out of the way, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down another path.
Good sync, lads. Good sync.
Just like that, we're back.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Hello?
Oh no, not this.
I can't keep doing this.
Every time.
Hello?
Every time he locks himself out.
Guys, there's a big door and I can't get it. Why am I not allowed in the Another Path clubhouse?
Mat, right? Like I left.
Oh,
the
I
key
took
there.
the mat to
Hello?
get cleaned.
Damn it,
Oh.
Justin.
Guys, are we
dirty.
recording? Guys?
Come on in.
Oh, hi everybody. Hey, everybody's back.
We're
No
back.
one's hiding in the rafters this time, unfortunately, though.
No one's hiding in the rafters. I did try and petition Pudge the cat to join on, but no such luck.
Pudge the cat.
Pudge the
I will
cat.
redo my whole character sheet again if I can have Pudge the cat as a familiar.
Can we talk about Pudge the cat?
I mean, I feel like
1000%. Nothing else matters. We're talking about Pudge the cat. All hail. We beat the Rockets.
It is honestly one of the brightest notes in the world right now to come back in on. For the uninitiated, BGSU football is now notable again, not because we have a Heisman winner as our coach. No. It's because there's a locker room cat with a smooshy face.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
His name's Pudge. It's great. And we beat Toledo Rockets.
Yeah, no. Battle of I-75.
I saw
Not just beat them, we somehow sold out the Doit, the stadium.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know we could do that.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And it was also like a real come from behind victory because
Yeah,
while
down
that was
21-0,
going on,
and we
I was in wedding prep for my brother's wedding. So I was hanging out with all the other groomsmen. And so I'm day drinking at 11 o'clock and I'm refreshing the scores. Like, this is not good. Things are going
bad.
poorly.
Yeah, they were down
was real bad.
21-0.
Yeah. It's like, well, this is a lost cause. And then I pull it up during the reception. It's like, oh, we actually blew it out of the water in the last quarter.
Yeah, okay. I was watching that game, and it was not the BGSU offense doing well. It was the defense playing lights out.
Gotcha.
We love it because they didn't score in the second half.
Yeah, they did not score a single point, not even close to field goal range.
Nice.
No, it's great. They ended up with a safety because I think we ran the ball out of the back of the end zone at the end of the game. But
Yeah,
Pudge
which
the
you gotta
cat
do.
put his stamp of approval upon this victory. We are 3-3. Pudge the cat is 3 victories away from attending a bowl game around Christmas. A nationally televised bowl game. And that's all I want.
I saw a post that was notable college mascots, and this was not like by the BGSU page.
Sure.
And, you know, it was like the Texas Longhorns, their like bowl, and all these animals that matched up with the school, and then it was BGSU Pudge the cat.
Nah, just a good cat.
Just a great looking cat.
And like a well-traveled one too, not just to the games, but like around town. He shows up at the nursing homes that my firm does work with. Never at the same time I'm there, but still.
His owner is our long snapper, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to
Took him
say,
into a
like, what
school.
happens when that long snapper graduates? And I guess that just means Pudge is here for a
Pudge-mania.
good time, not for a long time.
No, I want a Pudge shirt.
They're all AI. I don't like it. It's the one thing. They've got the money.
Yeah.
Pudge has brand deals now. They've got the
He
money.
does have brand deals.
They can hire an art student. I know where a bunch of them are.
How are we getting Pudge the Cat into our game, Chase?
We're not. I tried. I got locked out. There's an exclusivity deal.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Hey, Griff, what are you interested in?
I would love to talk about Another Path, a theatrical D&D anthology podcast, for whether this is maybe somebody's first time listening to an episode of this show.
Hello and welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you for joining us here on Another Path for Season 5, inexplicably. Actually, it's pretty explicable. We enjoy playing this game.
5 seasons and a movie, right?
Yeah, look, no. Hey, don't tie me to a feature film.
Wasn't that
Can't be
commentary
worse than the
track
one we
technically
watched.
a movie?
I'm not signing the
Miniseries-
rights to Ignis away. Are you fucking kidding me? He's no Pudge.
Miniseries at best, and I do need the K-pop Demon Hunter trio to do the intro song.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. Hopefully either now or at some point in the near future, if you are listening to this just as it's coming out, there will be a catch-up episode here coming for you to listen in on and find out what happened last season. If you are new to us, don't worry. There's not actually that much to catch up on, but there is a little bit to catch you up on. This season is a direct continuation of season 4. We're picking up 6 months after we left off with the same heroes, seeing what they're doing and catching up with what is going on in the world. We will have that episode for you in the very near future. Give that a listen if you are new to us and you don't want to binge the full last season. And if you do want to binge, boy howdy, do you have a lot to binge through. Not only do you have season 4, but seasons 1 through 3 also tell one contiguous story, with a different crew of people in a different part of the world, that may have some ramifications on what has happened over here. But not exclusively. So you won't be confused if you start listening with season 4 or now.
Hi, everyone. My name's Ryan. I play Cecil.
They're different now.
They're different now.
Yeah.
Cecil is a redacted.
I mean, like, changeling. Like, that's a thing now. Thing again.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
fully.
Cecil's a changeling. And
Oh,
we've
yeah,
had a
shit.
class
You can,
change,
like,
and we're going to get into it.
You can actually shape change now on the regular.
Actual shape changer Shia LaBeouf is my new character.
Actually, hey, why don't you actually describe your character, like, as far as class, too? Because that's also different now.
Cecil Styles, you know what? I think this counts as a level up lunch, right, Chase?
You've had lunch between now and then. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
No lunch for
Cecil-
6 months.
Cecil
my
Styles is now a level 9 bard.
Ooh. College of.
Lore.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Classic
Still
Classic
rocking
gifts.
the charisma class.
Still rocking the charisma class. A lot of the numbers are pretty close. There's some small differences. Everything's moved around a little bit. So we'll get into it as we get into it. But it is a pure bard build. There were thoughts about other things. They were all discarded because I've already done the multi-classing thing and it sucked. It's so hard to keep track of. So we're doing pure bard unless Chase offers us something in media res.
Simply not.
Like if Chase wants to offer us a warlock level right now.
No.
He's
He
never
shan't.
done that.
He's simply
I've done that I've already done that. No.
But yeah, Cecil's a bard now and full changeling now. So we're going to play around with all of that a lot. Cecil's spell list is also wildly different.
That's probably a huge change.
Yeah.
It's a huge
Yeah.
change.
Yeah, we'll cover that as we go on.
Oh,
through.
we're gonna get into that because some of them are bangers. Because at level 9, I just got to start with level 5 magic. I just got to pick some of those. It's gonna be great.
No more twin spelling, haste, and polymorph.
I've got other tricks. Rip Sorcerer. It is the best class. We will play a part though.
All right. And let's go next.
Justin,
Okay.
I'm gonna make you do it.
Tell us about noted Azamar Warlock, Aeroben Cronin.
Level 9. Not too exciting for warlocks, but some changes were made. Okay, one big thing is that at level 9, you get your 5th invocation. So my invocations, as of now, are Agonizing Blast, Mask of Many Faces making its return, Primal Summoner, Gift of the Depths, and Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
Ooh, I love that one.
Eyes of
Those
the
are
Rune
great.
Keeper, also new, means I can read all writing.
Lenny would be so proud of you.
Way to go. Way to honor Lenny.
Because I feel like we've encountered things in different languages that none of us know.
I just saw Chase delete a whole section of game.
Nope, you have just trivialized a large portion of future plot, and I'm very happy for you.
Look, it was between that and Devil's Sight. Or Sculptor
Also good.
Flesh.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I switched up some of my spells, but I also get level 5 magic. But
Also good.
the Warlock level 5 magic list isn't too impressive.
You were telling me about one on there that is...
There's some good ones.
There's
in
one
there.
that's good, but there's not really any offensive spells.
No.
I'll say.
No.
No, it is capital B big magic, but it is interesting big magic, not gigantic firestorm.
Yeah.
All right. Griffon.
That's me. Hi, Internet. I'm Griffin.
Tell us about that halfling artificer, Harper.
I'm playing Harper Talk, Halfling Artificer Extraordinaire.
Yeah, you are.
Accompanied by her Steel Defender, the Steel Tortoise construct known as Ignis. A Battlesmith, level 9 Artificer. I finally get access to 3rd level spells.
Yay!
Because Artificers are half casters. But I rotated some infusions around, got some new spells, and then got access to an ability called Arcane Jolt, where once per turn, up to 5 times per long rest, if I hit a target or Ignis hits a target with a weapon attack, I can either add 2d6 force damage to that attack, or I can heal a creature or object for 2d6 hit points.
That would include Ignis both ways.
I believe so, yes.
Now,
I
how
believe
close are you to
Both
gun?
object and creature.
How close am I to gun?
Not to be confused with Ignis's gun, because
Yes,
Ignis does have giant
Oh, yeah.
cannon.
Cannon
That's a-
different. I'm
Yeah.
talking about gun.
Cannon, done, installed, has stats. Gun,
Where's that 9 mil?
closer every day. The thing is, I had a legitimate debate with myself of whether I wanted to switch subclasses to Artillerist. But Artillerist doesn't really, do gun. It's more like I have a wand that shoots fireballs, and less like I have a Glock 7. Like, if I were to have an actual weapon firearm in the rules of D&D, Battlesmith serves me more because I get extra attack in this one.
True, sure.
If I'm trying to be Percy from Critical Role, I should be sticking with Battlesmith.
I just want Harper to roll up on people and pull up her shirt and be like, "You want to mess with me?"
Yeah. You want to say that again? And then someone's like, "I don't know what that is. I've never seen this thing before in my life." It's like, "Oh, let me explain."
It's actually very interesting. The inner mechanics are...
Yeah, the science behind it's actually kind of remarkable. So you see, there's a little just
Yeah, it's just a tiny fire bolt that shoots a round piece of metal.
If they're from a
real
Moser, you
fast.
just say it's a hand cannon, they'll get it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if things start drifting in that direction or not. Also, there has been an upgrade to Ignis, sponsored by your DM and mine, Chase. But we'll get into that when it comes up.
I was hoping
love
it was
that.
going to be courtesy of Exhibit and West Coast Customs. Pimp my ride.
Sure, never seen it.
Oh,
Know of it, never seen it.
it was great early 2000s TV.
In the early 2000s, I was 7 years old.
You would have loved Pimp My Ride.
Mud cakes booted feet as purple light turns to a dusty blue. A fog hangs in the air as patrols are taken. The tenseness lingers. 3 parts excitement, 1 part anxiety. A young Eladrin woman watches a patrol walk past from a table, a mug of coffee clasped in her hands. She shakes her head, physically chasing away memories. Today isn't the day for that, Katie mutters to herself. Today is far too important. She sighs, moves to the window, and hangs a sign. 70th Annual Harvest Festival and Fish Chili Cook-Off Specials inside.
Woo! Let's go!
Let's fucking go.
Amidst it all, some things never change. Cecil, you find yourself in an early morning planning meeting. These meetings come and go, but this year has been notably taxing with the new factions at play. The city, of course, wants to maintain their hold on things, but between the Amosranites wanting to showcase their culture and tech at every turn, the Church of the Silver Saint sponsoring several events, far more than is usual for like a religious body to get involved with. And now you've got the Tegardian Historical Society insisting that none of the 2 aforementioned things happen at all in order to preserve local culture. You would almost prefer to be facing the undersigned once again. And all of that has led to this moment, a final confrontation between the Amosranites and the Church. A pair that you have found to be much less unified than you initially thought. Both have their eyes set on a youth event sponsorship and the happy duty to decide who gets that sponsorship falls to you. You are standing with one Sydney Hopkins, who is a priestess of inspiration, and Mr. Flynn Grant, who is a governor from Amosran.
You called her a priestess of inspiration?
Correct. She is one with the Church of the Silver Saint, which is, of course, a subsidiary of the Church of Amarea Dejani. So she holds their titles.
That was gonna be my question. Is that 2 different sects of the same organization, or?
I will say that you would know this by this point. It's basically a denomination.
Okay.
A Catholic church may have a bit more devotion to one saint in particular.
Yeah.
Same kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Cecil looks to be a human man in his 50s or so. They have kept their changeling ability firmly under control and firmly under the rug, and the list of people that know about it are in the single digits.
Mm-hmm.
Sydney, Flynn, we must come to a decision today. There's no other options.
Sydney leans forward in her chair. You've gotten to know both of these folks over the past couple of months. Sydney is an older woman in her 70s, has spent a large portion of her life with the church, and has a very grandmotherly vibe in the best and worst kinds of ways. And then you have Governor Flynn, who is younger than either of you, in his late 40s, probably, you'd guess. He's a little more obviously gruff and very proud of his heritage, but also has shown, maybe almost like more decency towards the locals than some of the other invading force has been. And he's the one who ends up leaning forward and is like, look, I I understand, sister. I get it. I do appreciate the situation, what you're all trying to do. But, I mean, frankly, sister, y'all have so many different sponsorships and whatnot going on. It is the least that we can do as a nation is to help continue to sponsor these events that are be coming on through. And the sister kind of leans forward. She's got a little scepter that is embossed with different holy symbology of the Church of Inspiration. Now, I do appreciate what you're trying to do, but, the church really does want to foster young minds. It is our prerogative in order to make sure that these minds are being cared for outside of the grasp of politics. Our church knows no borders. Now, it is a matter, of course, that we have joined you and been a large part of the unification of these two long, bitter rivals, but and in so doing, it is our duty to make sure that the children continue to have something to look up to. Saint Silver was among us not that long ago, and it is our duty to make sure that his story continues to be told and retold. And they both look to you. Styles, where do you fall in this?
Cecil sighs for the 17th time that morning.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, we have been over this. You have already sponsored 13 other venues at this event.
An unlucky number if I ever heard it.
I am aware, but when the when the good governor here has come forward and is also willing to put some money forth, then we must see to it that funds come from multiple sources. We can't be seen to be solely promoting one and only faith. You know this. We must allow all voices to be heard, no matter who they are, where they come from. Plus, it's just a banner. Like, it's literally a banner. Like, it's a banner
and
that's going to go over
on the adjudication panel. But fine. Fine, if you've made your choice, I will go ahead and let my people know that we will not be needed at the spelling bee.
We appreciate you very much, sister, and all that the Inspiration Church has done.
And she waves this little scepter, a little dragon head kind of bobs in and out of your focus. All right, I've got my eye on you, Styles.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
And she stands up and she waves her scepter and it extends down into a full cane.
Hell
and she
yeah.
walks out. Governor Grant leans in his chair and sighs. Thank you for that.
Did you really have to wait till the last minute, though?
I had my bid in ages ago. She's been throwing money around left, right, and center. I recognize that she has an advantage as far as her church goes, but
She certainly does, and we're putting it to good use, but we can also put your funds to good use as well.
And it's appreciated. Those, one of the Tegardian heritage, historical, whatever they are, they continue to give you guff.
You know it. There's so many groups here now. Town's not a town anymore. It's a full-blown city, it looks like. It keeps more and more every day.
Well, I mean, nations have combined. It was a matter of time, really. This is basically the exact halfway point between St. Yogan and I guess it's still called the sea, whatever they're going to call it now, but
We know it is the seat, and we'll see what becomes in the future. But for now, it's interesting to be a hub of trade when previously we had to scrape by just to keep the town here. It's good, I think. History's important, but so is the future.
all part of the same song, right?
Something like that. You never know what verse is going to come next at this rate. Would you like some tea?
Yeah, sounds all right. And we pull away. Time passes forward a little bit, and we find ourselves late morning at a home above a general store. Harper, we find you hard at work putting the final touches on one of Iggy's latest upgrades. While once the marvel of the town, he has been slightly downgraded to the status of noted oddity with all of with the influx of inspired wonders from down south. After assisting your parents with their relocation to Aeroben proper, you have found yourself buried in study of new tech, study of creation magic, and study of the infernal core. Tell me about this upgrade that you've applied to Ignis.
So, Harper spent probably about 3 of the past 6 months helping her parents on the move down south to Aeroben. Not quite so far as St. Yogan, but a nice little town, still within a couple days' travel of Bering, maybe a week's travel. And tried her best to take a vacation, but we can all imagine how that went. Got bored, got antsy, and started working on Ignis. Found some interesting materials to work with, and I think found that Aeroben steel has some interesting qualities to it that's made it perfect for upgrading Ignis's armor a little bit. So we see her, I think probably in like the either like side alley or behind the building where her apartment is, and puts a finishing touch on, and one of Ignis's like hexagonal like steel plates that make up the tortoiseshell pattern kind of slots, like it's out a little bit from the main body and it slots back into place. And she goes, "All right, buddy, let's give it a shot." And flips a little doodad on like almost like a wrist control panel that she has, and several panels on Ignis jut out from the main body and expand a little bit in size and shift and move into different parts to like protect more of his vitals. But Harper's realizing that there's some parts that remained exposed in this process as well. In short, what I have been given is a little ability for Ignis called Plate Shifter, where once per day, as a reaction, I can alter Ignis's stats in one of 2 ways. I can either drop his max HP to increase his AC by 2, or I can drop his AC by 5, and it will give him resistance to all non-magical damage.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ignis used Defense Curl.
So there's some ways in which like the armor can move and shift in different ways. There is a like sheen on it, like a coating that can be applied to like affect how different materials and energies like reflect off of the steel. It's a huge experiment and one of the biggest upgrades to Ignis that she's done in a long time. But is walking around Ignis taking some notes and being like, well, it ain't perfect, but I think we're finding some steps in the right direction. How's it feel, buddy? Should be about the same weight, yeah? Yeah? And she like does a little dance in front of him, like try like get his movement going. He's like picking up his legs and stuff, just like trying to like feel out the shift in the weight and everything.
Excellent. As also worth noting, a much more nimble Ignis. Griffith, you described it as like having some more like give in the legs so that Ignis can handle stairs now.
Yes, we finally figured out stairs. That was the first thing. We figured out stairs about a week into my vacation, and then I was like, well, I'm out of projects. That was supposed to last me way longer, and I really kind of cracked the code on it like 3 days in.
Went on vacation, read your one book in one morning.
Exactly. I was like, what am I going to do? Hang out with my parents the entire time? Like,
it's only so much Danielle Steele you can read.
Harper has been notably just as restless as when we last saw her, of really not being able to put her work down. There's been a lot of projects to fill that time. She's not running herself into the ground, but is finding it difficult to not stay busy.
As you're putting these final touches on the plate shifter, a knock at the door rises above the din of the festival outside.
I answer it.
You find Dieter Gale, the artificer that you all rescued from Callaghan Cat's Corral. Dieter is standing there in civvy clothes, pretty casual. Hey, Harper, how you doing?
Hey, Dieter, what's going on?
I hadn't seen you around the shop in the crypt in a little while. I figured check in, make sure you've eaten.
Yeah, I'm good.
Want to hit the festival for a little bit?
Yeah, give me like 10 minutes to just like put my stuff away.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Come on in.
No, sure.
The workshop Harper has at home is way smaller than the crypt. Like the crypt is where her main workstation is. She can use a lot of the time she's working out of Ignis, because lest we forget, Ignis has a small halfling-sized, miniaturized forge and workstation inside his shell that I can like kind of prop the side up on and work from in there. But I've got, like some old tools, some like secondhand tools, and not my main stuff, but for like if I have a stroke of inspiration in the middle of the night, I can get up and work on stuff.
Nice.
So like if you don't mind, I got all the measuring tools kind of go in that drawer.
Yeah.
Scrap can just be pushed to the side next to the coats. And yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know how my workshop's laid out.
Oh yeah, I mean you it's basically the same as you've got in the crypt there.
Yeah.
You doing okay? I know you don't have to be around the crypt as, terribly often, but I haven't seen you in a minute.
Yeah, I'm good. I've been working. I wanted to get this project done, and I really wanted to just like, I don't know, it felt right working on it at home.
Sure.
I've been working on this other project with Aeroben. I've got stuff that I'm trying to make something for my mom that I can ship back down south for her when she's like, if she's starting to feel worse for wear, something that can help her out in the meantime. I've been keeping busy.
Gotcha. No, fair enough. Luca was looking for you earlier. I don't know. There's some mucky in actually from down south. I don't know. I saw them briefly this morning, but they didn't say anything to me. So I don't know.
Outrider business?
Seemed like it. What is like a state level sash? So
oh, was the mucky muck an outrider? Or?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, like an Moser outrider.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they had some down there, but like they've been pretty quiet ever since the invasion.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard, I think we're both going to be maintaining our own individual districts, despite everything. Like, this is a lot of ground to cover for the Outriders, or for one individual, district of Outriders. So rather than trying to navigate that logistical nightmare, it's probably just going to be, kind of a heritage kind of situation where we'll hold on to, the local chapters and keep everything as it is,
Makes sense.
No need to fold.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'll swing that way. Let's hit up the festival if it's not urgent. And
yeah. I think Preston's got those churro things going again.
Hell yes, Preston, my man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's hit the scrolls.
Cecil's dipping sticks.
That's what it was. The dipping sticks.
The dipping sticks. Cecil's dipping sticks.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Notably, Harper is not competing this year in the fish chili cook-off. She frankly has other more important projects that demand her attention.
Indeed. We follow Harper and Dieter and Ignis out of the workshop, down into the festival, and through. And we weave in and out of markets and games and booths, and we find ourselves at City Hall. Just outside, there is a big tent for the youth pavilion, and we see a child up on stage. MARTYR. Martyr. That is correct. Aeroben. When you said that you would help out at the festival, this probably wasn't what you had in mind. And yet, here you are, sitting on a stage
Oh my God.
in the Bering, just outside of the Bering Town Hall, as the 70th annual Bering Harvest Festival and Fish Chili Cook-Off Spelling Bee commences. And you are one of 3 adjudicators. Now, you're not sure why there are 3 adjudicators, because this is an incredibly, yes or no kind of thing. You really don't need a judge. You need a guy with a dictionary. But here, all 3 of you are. You are representing the Outriders. And to your right sits Miss Martha Knight, who is an owner of one of the general stores here in town. And to your left sits Governor Flynn Grant, who very narrowly won out the bid to sponsor this event, and this is part of that sponsorship.
Oh my God, Chase, it's so good.
Thank you.
Is Aeroben the one holding the dictionary, or is he just sort of there?
Y'all kind of take turns, and that is part of it. That was Governor Grant's word. He has turned the dictionary over to Martha, and she's going to take a few. So you and the governor have a moment to talk as people are filtering in and out, not really staying for terribly long because it is a spelling bee, and while it is competitive, you're not at state yet. And that's where the game is. That's where the tension builds up right now, especially now that it's combined with the Mosrin leagues. It is tense. But for now, you and the governor have this moment, and he sits down and is sipping on a very cold cup of tea at this point. How'd you get roped into this?
I'm not really sure. I don't know why it was thought that I'd be good at this. I can't even spell half of these words. So if I'm not holding the dictionary, I'm not much use here.
No, that's fair. I don't know. I was told to bid on events and whatnot, and apparently this is part of it, so here I am doing my civic duty.
I said I would be a judge, but I assumed it would be for the chili cook-off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, maybe they'll put you up to that, too. I'm hoping to get that, but everyone's hoping to get that.
Yeah.
Aeroben, what have you been up to these past several months?
Well, Aeroben, ever since the Mosrin takeover has started, he has been very concerned about the motives of this new governing body. While Aeroben has gone through a lot of changes, he is still the same untrusting person that he's always been.
Naturally.
So he's been ducking around corners, trying to blend in when there are officials around, trying to get any information he can, so that when something comes his way, he can be one step ahead.
And you've been able to do that pretty readily. You have a name for yourself now, which is unusual for you because it's a good one. Your efforts at the, with the undersigned have been privately acknowledged by both the Outriders, what remains of the local government, as well as the incoming government from Mosrin. All 3 of you have been acknowledged. Now, Cecil, in their many years of work and adventuring, that's really nothing new for them. And Harper has been used to getting accolades for her intellectual pursuits. But this is probably something a little bit new for you. One of the things that you've noted is that has allowed you significantly more access than you are used to having.
So Aeroben is trying to get more information that may have been behind closed doors. As he's been doing more jobs for Luck and spending more time in Luck's casino, he's been gaining more powers and trying to leverage that new strength into gaining more information and being more in the shadows while also being in the main light.
What is something that you've learned?
So as the level up has happened, Aeroben picked up the spell Scry.
Mm-hmm.
So he has been approaching officials, trying to strike up conversations with them, and as he's been doing that, casting scrying on them so that he can be sort of a fly on the wall in these inside meetings that he's not a part of.
Sure. As you do that, you've picked up on a couple of things. Not a whole lot of solid details yet, especially as you're still getting used to the spell itself. But you are picking up on the tensions between the Church of Inspiration and the actual government of Amosrin. Amosrin is very much an eminence state. The priesthood class that exists within St. Yogan, up until recently, has been like 80 to 90% of the eminence, and then 10% of like the swarm and people who follow the virtues and other sundry deities. In the past 5 years, the Church of Inspiration, specifically the Church of the Silver Saint, has been taking a larger and larger slice of that pie. And that makes the existing powers very uncomfortable. It is odd to have, the gods are never terribly responsive, but Amareya Dejani is about as responsive as a deity can be.
Okay. So I think when he's learning this, he's also spending time learning more about the church and about the existing Amosrin government, so that if there's a conflict that breaks out, that he's prepared for this, because he felt as though everything that happened with the previous king completely blindsided him, and he does not want to be in that position again.
Sounds good. Yeah. Because I don't have anything specific to give you on that right now. For the rest of the session, if there is any role you want or need to make regarding Amosrin politics or history, you can take it at advantage.
Okay. When I'm sitting with the governor,
yeah,
I'm gonna say, so you want to go taste some chili after we get out of here?
It looks at you, gives you kind of like a size up and down. You two haven't spent a ton of time together, but you've certainly met in slightly more than passing. He's like, yeah, that sounds all right. I could do some of that.
In fact, I want to show you something.
No?
Aeroben ducks behind a curtain and emerges Randy Fishman.
There it is.
I need you. Are you trying to hide this at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Just sort of
first rule of the game is going to be distract a child. Go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Okay.
I did not have Randy Fishman appearance on my bingo card.
Oh, when I knew it was at the fish chili cook-off, that was all that was on my bingo card. That is a 24, my guy.
So you just barely beat out the 23 that I rolled for the child's focus.
Woo!
Across A, K, R. What's that fish doing here? That is incorrect. Please sit down. And this child looks at you, and you look out into the audience as Randy Fishman, and you see a pair of parents glowering at you for distracting their child.
My bad.
But Randy Fishman is otherwise pleasing the crowd. This is great.
Randy Fishman does a little pose to get the crowd going and distract from those parents.
The crowd gives a round of confused applause as we pull away back through the audience to the festival area proper, where the evening finds all three of you eventually. And at a certain point, on your shoulders, a slight whisper happens in your ear as Harkia, the dragon mouse, appears on each of your shoulders. and bringing you each a similar message that High Captain Luca would like to speak with you.
Hakia, that's never a good thing. It's the almost festival. What do we can't. Hakia.
Aye?
Hakia.
Aye?
Was his eye doing the twitchy thing when he sent you to do this?
No, but he wasn't alone.
Who was he with?
Some mucky muck from down south.
Sash or
yeah.
no sash?
Sash. Gold-lined sash. And I know that means something.
Right, thank you, Hakia.
Right.
Is this going to impede the appearance of the masked Jarder?
That's what I was gonna say, damn it!
Mass starters tomorrow. Luca's got his priorities in order. Don't you worry.
Thank you, Hakia.
Damn it, Justin, beat me to the bit.
Jart.
The three of you make your way to Luca's office. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find us on Blue Sky at anotherpathpodcast.com, Ryan at ralbrecht.bluesky.social, Griffin at griffcool.bluesky.social, and myself at tqloudly.com. You can find Justin on TikTok at JustJustinMichael, and myself at tqloudly. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, don't forget the dipping sticks. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.